Revenge of the Fallen undoubtedly had one of the best toy lines out of all of the Michael Bay Transformers movies. Seriously, man, look at this catalog of badassery. I have a few from this line, and I'd like to get more, especially more figures as cool as Voyager Megatron here, who's no doubt better than his leader class counterpart. I love the tank mode. This stupid looking thing is genuinely so much fun. The color scheme is one of my favorite aspects of him. Instead of being a boring gunmetal silver like in the movie, he's for some reason fucking green, and I love that. He has a missile that you can shoot and can easily get lost, and he rolls incredibly well on the wheels that they incorporated into the tank treads. He's coated in rich Cybertronian detailing, and I love that the face guard covers his eyes, but it leaves his menacing shit-eating grin out in the open for you. Overall, I love this tank mode. It's really nice, and it looks like a hamburger. So, getting into Megatron's transformation, I really do like this little conversion. I think it is so much fun to just flip this guy back and forth. So let's get into it. First thing you're going to want to do is just take this little piece connected to the turret and just flip it up. Take these pieces right here, flip those up onto the backpack right there, and these little fins, just flip them up like so on that hinge. Alright, next up, take these fins right here, and they're connected to two tabs on the treads right there, and you're just going to want to untab those and fold the whole backpack assembly up and just get all of that out of the way, which will make all of this just so much easier. Flip up your camera if you're recording just like me. Take the treads, just hinge them off to the side, and these little thigh pieces are on springs, so you can move those and get the treads oriented properly just like so. Next thing I like to do here, take the arm, bring it out, hinge it, unless it wants to start being a bitch. Okay, my mistake, that was my fault, I got it. Alright, flip that down, flip this little shoulder piece up, and grab the turret arm, hinge that down like so, rotate the bicep, all of that stuff that I just did. Get some more space for you to work with. Take these pieces right here, hinge those off to the side, take this little tread, hinge that in, and hinge it down, and then close this back up. Then finally for the leg, take the tread, hinge it back, hinge this forward. It's very tight, but gotta get that chicken leg look, I guess. And then second verse, same on the first. Close that up, get him stood up properly like so. Take this little face guard piece, untab it, hinge it back, and then tab it back in like so. Flip the head down on his little multi-jointed neck system right there. And then with the backpack, a lot of people like to just flip this in and then keep it down like that. But I think that looks like shit. So what I like to do is hinge it back up, keep this flipped out, and then with the face guard right here, just tab that back in, and then you're going to want to take this piece right here and just hinge it down so it rests in the little guard right there. And I think that actually looks a lot better, and it makes him look like he has wings, and that's pretty cool. But with all of the commotion, and there goes the missile, with all of the commotion out of the way, there we have Megatron in his robot mode. Very top heavy, or back heavy I should say. This robot mode is wild, dude. He's so spiky, and his backpack is absolutely all over the place in the best way possible. It looks like he has literal demon wings, which in my opinion is metal as fuck. That shit-eating grin returns fully fledged out with some wicked light piping that extends through the mouth, which in turn makes it look bloody and badass. There's some epic mecha life found in the waist and the arm areas, and I adore the asymmetry in the arm designs. Also, you can activate his flip-out sword in the cannon arm by bending the elbow, which definitely takes some doing nowadays. For some reason, what's supposed to be his regular arm has the missile rather than the crab hand, which I oddly adore. He looks so badass with that greenish turquoise color, which makes him stand out from other movie Megatrons. He has some chunky legs too. This man is the epitome of stompers. So, getting into Megatron's articulation, this guy doesn't have a lot, but you can actually do a lot with this guy with the limited amount of articulation that he does have. So, he does have a ball joint at the head. You can get a whole bunch of wiggly waggly motion out of that. He can look up that far, down, just about as much as you need him to, and for some reason his neck is on one hinge here, one hinge there, and then a ball joint, so it's like a fucking triple jointed thing, which is shoulders. You can shoot the missile, I guess that counts. Shoulders can do a full 360 if you get the backpack out of the way. That can move out that far, in that far. Again, there's a double jointed hinge system here, which is badass. Does have bicep swivel, nothing at the hand. He does have a waist swivel with that cool Mecha Live stuff that I mentioned, and hips can kick forward that far with a lot of finagling and finessing, but you can do it. And they can kick back that far, not that much, but what do you really need it for? Hips can kick forward out that far. He can do a beautiful spread, and he does have thigh swivel along with his chicken-legged knees, which can bend 90 degrees for the sake of the transformation, and he does have a little bit of toe articulation. So this guy is very limited, but you can do quite a bit with what you're given. Overall, I think good old Turtletron here is absolutely lovely. He stands out amongst the rest as a wacky interpretation of a beloved character, and I am all for it, man. So, if you enjoyed this video and would like to see more, please give me the good old-fashioned subscription service, like the video, and comment whatever else you'd like to see me cover next. And with all of that being said, guys, this has been That Nerd Isaac 2006, and I am rolling out. Peace.